Hey again guys, so I've searched the internet over and over and over again trying to find a video on how to install airbag suspension and brackets to a 65-66 Impala, and I cannot find anything anywhere, so decided to post a bit of a video. I've had a bit of trial and error, but hopefully this helps you guys out. So this is, I've got my 66 Chev here, 4-door. I'm pretty sure the 2 doors are probably the same sort of setup, but what I've seen on the internet is everybody seems to cut big chunks out of these buckets here where the spring seats are. You can see the mark there of where my bags were going to rub if I just fit them the way they came. So I've got these Slam Specialty bags, RE7s in the back, because that's what has been recommended to fit. RE7s, rated 200 PSI. So these are the brackets that come in the kit, just your standard gaps for the ear lines and bolt holes, and then that's your bottom plate there. So it's I'm looking at the rear of the vehicle at the moment. I'll look at the front shortly. Haven't even touched that yet. So what they expect you to do is bolt that to that, then that to that, and this is obviously supposed to sit over into the spring seat. So what I found was when I lowered it right down, and I haven't even taken the bump stops out yet, when I lower it right down, on this side, so we're looking at the left hand side at the moment, but up in this area here where it slopes down, as soon as I dropped it right down onto the bump stops, it was rubbing quite bad. So as I'm just doing this for pure convenience, so that I can raise it up to go over gravel roads and bumps and things like that, and it's I don't really want to cut anything out of this chassis. I know a lot of people just get their hacksaw out or the angle grinder out and cut it up, but I'm not really keen on that. So what I have done is, instead of having the bucket sit around the outside of this, because the other problem we come into as well is this is actually recessed for the coil of the spring, so that cup doesn't actually sit on there straight anyway. So what I've done is, this is high enough that it's only added about 18 millimeters, so 3/4 of an inch roughly, to the height. So I can still drop it right onto the bump stops. The bag's not fully compressed, and I can get it mounted, which frees up enough room to clear this. So what I've done is I've had a couple of plates made. What they don't come with is a plate for the top, so that sits on the top, so you can bolt the bracket to the car, but they did not come with that, so I've made that, and I've had these made as well. So that's now going to sit on top of this, which sits up in the bucket. So I've just tack welded this one together, so you can see what's going on. So what I also realised was, once this is welded on, there's no way to get at the ear line, there's no way to unbolt the bag from that. So I've drilled a couple of holes that'll fit my socket down inside, so I can bolt the bags on. I'm actually able to tuck the bolts up inside here, and get them in place when I need to fit them, so that's easy. Obviously the other way around. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit the ear line to the bag through the holes, through here, push that into the bag, then I'm going to sit the bag in place, bolt that on, and then chuck this up in here. What I've found is that has given me now enough clearance that I do not have to cut my chassis. So I'll post another video shortly of it fitted in the vehicle, but what you can see, I'll show you this shortly, quickly, is so this one here obviously sits in over the top. So that sits in there nicely. Space for the bolt, space for the ear line, and then the other plate once it's all mounted up, this will just sit straight on there. So you can see, so it's nice and sturdy. It's only sitting on this piece here, but I figure that's as strong as anything else because it's the same thickness. That sits there, gives me 3/4 of an inch higher mount and drops and clears this. So hopefully this helps. I'll post another video shortly of everything fitted up.